Welcome back to Space Clash, the last frontier, and today we're going to take over a planet from another empire, namely the Seliani, because that's really the only empire we've met. So we've got this planet here, and we've got that planet there. So we can, so these are the quadrants we have access to right now. So to do so, we're going to do a couple of things, namely get ourselves, we're going to get a poison trust, diplomatic vehicle, construction vehicle, obviously. Gonna get 2 of you folks here, as well as transport. Let's build all of you. In the meantime, you here can scout out this planet, by which I mean that planet. There we go. And here we are. So this one here is a force and defense, quite strong. Let's check out this one here as well. It's the volcanic planet.
Proposals from the Seliani Empire.
Sure, let's do that. That's actually a pretty decent amount of money for what we have here. So let's load. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Let's load our troops into this transport here. So here we go. Then let's get the construction vehicle here, 2 of you, as well as our diplomatic vehicle here. There we are, and that's all the capacity we have here anyway. Then let's get over to this planet here, which is Algol. Didn't I send you down there? I guess I did not. That's fine. We can still do that. So we're actually going to take this planet over peacefully, which I know is the slower and less interesting option, but the problem is if we do it by force, then they're probably going to come after us, and they've got this frigate here, and I really want to fight that frigate. Frigate is expensive, it costs like 100,000 credits, and even if we build one now, we couldn't afford anything else. So let's see. So this one here has way weaker defense and everything, and that's basically what we want. So let's see that we select the transporter here, and let's go down to that planet. There we go. Everybody move down here. Okay. So here, we can either destroy them or we can buy all their possessions. And let's see. So first things first. Yeah, transporter, I don't know, just hang out here, get out of my way. We're going to do our basic backup here. And so we're going to get a power plant as well as a radar station. Well, radar center, my bad. So let's build those. So you can see we've got 2 resources here. We've got radon gas and mercury. One thing of note is that if you build your resource extractor on these spots, you get a triple the resource, but you can actually also build them elsewhere and but you just get like 1/3 of the resource you would have otherwise gotten. Here we go.
Map activated.
So let's get a material extractor so we can start extracting materials. We're still going to build them on the more lucrative spots first, and then we can build further ones because we need to get ourselves a lot of resources here before we can take over this planet, because that's going to be expensive. So that's mercury extractor, so let's build that here.
Constructed building.
Here we go. We also want that commercial center, but we'll get to that in a moment. So here's that diplomatic vehicle.
Constructed building.
Just hang out. But yeah, first let's get ourselves some more radon gas here.
Constructed building.
You get out of the way, please.
Constructed building.
Then let's get commercial center and at least 1 warehouse. We can also check out the map here where we can go to. So this vision here is for the different territories here. So we can just check out how much the opposition here actually has. So we can build a heavy factory and then we can take over more territories, but we'll see about that. Let's build a warehouse here, and then let's maybe build a transport here. So let's gouge goods. So we want almost everything into domestic income here, so we're going to go for 90% here. I need this to be exactly 90%, otherwise I won't be able to sleep at night. And here we go. Maybe go to yes, go with 90% here. Here we go. And then we can do some trading here. So we've got a bit of mercury here, we've got a bit of radon gas, which I think is more expensive here. So let's load it. That's not a whole lot, but you know what? That doesn't really matter. So let's come over here. Other things, so we definitely need another power plant, and then it's also, well, maybe one for the time being. And we're also going to get a heavy vehicle factory here. Let's build that. In the meantime, our extractors are extracting.
Constructed building.
There we go, got another reactor here. You can see our storage is now increasing because we are restoring some of our resources, but not really most of them. And let's maybe also send our diplomatic vehicle over here.
Constructed building.
Here we go. Got the factory here, and then let's build another city builder. We can maybe establish ourselves here, so we can't actually extract the ruthenium here just yet because we don't have. Well, here we don't have.
Proposals from your superiors.
Sure. 250 humanitarians. Sure. Yeah, sure. You do that. So we're also gonna get some more extractors here. So we have enough power. Get another 4. Because we're going to need a lot of these. We're going to need like 50 or so.
Constructed.
Okay, can't do that here. Now we can basically claim this territory here. So they're creeping out as well. But we basically want... Really? Oh, well, there's 3 in the way, whatever. So this is not too super important that we have stuff here, but we just want to deny them territory, so we can buy their stuff a bit cheaper.
Constructed building.
More extractors here, and we're gonna run out of money soon, but that's fine. We have run out. You just come over here. I said, wait, can you not do that? Oh, that's not reachable. That's fine. We could send you over here if we wanted to. Whatever, just come over here. Just do that. So there, the enemy is metastasized. Can you please do that? Okay, just go somewhere over here. Okay. Here we go. Now our money is slowly increasing, and we can also sell. Yeah. Sell some stuff. So here we've got the diplomatic unit already close to our adversaries. That's the diplomatic unit, that is not the transport here. To their HQ here. So you just come up here. And I guess we could also build... Can you get over there? I guess that's not reachable. Yeah, whatever, but we can claim a bit more territory here. So maybe we should have gone for vehicles here a bit earlier, but well, never mind. It's gonna be fine. So let's...
Built unit.
Good, come over here. So we could, for the peace treaty, that doesn't make any sense because we already have one. We got the alliance, but we can't really afford that. So we're just gonna abort this here for the time being. You come over here. And you come just over here. You can see now our interest here. So why are you... Oh, is this all blocked off? Maybe it is. That's fine. Just come over here. You can shoot your way through those trees. You've got some... Whoops. They want an alliance. And they're probably going to demand money if we get... But you know what? Let's do that. So now we're allies. Then... Allies means we're going to fight the same... factions here. There we go. Wait, did they actually... Never mind. I thought that they were making more demands here, but never mind. So we're going to build another 10 of those, as well as another one of you here. Come over here. Extend that blob. Okay, okay. You try to come over here, then at least they can't extend their territory there further. Okay, okay. There we go. Yeah, maybe we should spread out with our force a little bit earlier, but never mind. We'll get it done. So here we got more power. I'll use it. And let's see.
Constructed building.
Can you actually, you know, whatever. You just hang out here. Now we're allies. We can do that. And then let's also find out just how much they actually want for their possessions. So these are fairly expensive. That's almost $250,000. But we'll be able to afford that at one point. Just need more extractors here. So you can see now that we're building, we're still, because I've set most of them to domestic income. Well, not most of the individual extractors here. It's just that I've set my resources to be used for domestic income. You can see it's still dropping while we build, but not nearly as fast, because now our income is actually quite high. What we want is income at one point so high that we can actually build without losing any money. And yeah, keep in mind these extractors still work. They just cost. They just only bring in like one time of the resource here. There's no like triple income from these here. Okay, okay. So we have a decent amount already, but we're gonna need more. We're gonna need like 40 or 50 or so. Okay, here we go. But we also need probably more power plants because those are gonna cost us quite a lot of power. Yeah, maybe we should have moved out a little bit earlier to claim more territory here. That might have been a bit cheaper, but oh well. In any case, more of that, please. I guess we can also get some more mercury extractors here. Yeah, sure. Let's get another 4 of those to build here. Then we'll see that we accumulate all this wealth here.
Constructed building.
Here we go.
Proposals from the Seliani Empire. Constructed
No,
building.
we don't really need that. I mean, we don't really need those resources. And if anything, we want to sell them more stuff. Sure, just a bunch more of you here. Yeah, no, this is not the most interesting approach in taking over this territory here, but yeah, as I said, if we do it by force, then we're going to easily take over this plant here because we can just build a tank force that will overwhelm the enemy, but that will also mean that once we're back in space, they're going to come after us, and they have a frigate and they have more smaller ships, so they're likely going to take everything back that we took over here, so it's not going to be like a strategy that's good in the long term. Here we go. So yeah, so in this game here you can basically just immediately build the equivalent of like a black market, if you want to use that terminology. I guess we could deploy you here because, do we? Actually, we could take you back into space next time, I suppose. Or yeah, basically the Command Conquer General black market. But of course, this came afterwards here, and this is not the first game that has structures like this. Just produce income, but they also cost an initial investment. So you also have to balance, as always with these kinds of structures, is do I want to build them now, then I lose some money initially, but it's going to pay off in the long run, or do I want to build them a bit later and use the resource for something else? But you can see now that we're building, our resources are still dropping, but they're dropping fairly slowly because we're now producing quite a bit of... there we go, so now it's almost slowed down. It drops very slowly, so once there's a couple more, at one point we're actually going to permanently gain stuff no matter what we build. Well, I guess if we build a whole bunch of, we should probably not encase this factory here completely. But even more of these. And now we can see we have a like a positive income, even if we, I guess, well, I guess positive because it's income, even while we build, which is neat. That's what we want. So we only have like 6,000 credit. We need like 250,000, but yeah, our income here is going to increase quite a bit faster once we have a bunch of these. But again, we need power plants here because these structures here don't eat much power. But considering this is actually built fast enough that that our income here is dropping, but they do add up eventually. We can also build some stuff here if we wanted to, but maybe not over these ruthenium sources here. Maybe we're going to get back to that at one point here. Who knows? In any case, did I want to build? I guess I was still building another one of these. Yeah, sure. I thought I built another power plant here. Maybe I didn't. Doesn't matter. I just want yet another one of these. And then, yeah, there's also other power plants. So these guys here, they have plasma power plants, which have plasma in the name, so they're better. Obviously, but we don't have access to those yet. But you do unlock more techs as you move through the campaign. We're going to get access to those eventually, and also be able to extract all those other resources. Even though I do believe, yeah, there's at least one resource. I think it's mithril that can only be extracted by one faction. I think that's the. So we've like these 4 factions here. We're the Krakeder. We are warlike. There's another faction that's is into commerce. One is high tech, and one is less defensive than we are, but also aggressive. And I believe one of them, I think it might be the commercial one. They can exploit a resource nobody else can exploit, which is good for them. So more of this here. There's also another reason to have a lot of structures. When your plant gets attacked, you don't defend it directly. Instead, the game makes a calculation, and then you lose a certain amount of structures and units, depending on what like the defense value of your belongings here is. And if you have a lot of structures, you're less likely to lose something that actually matters. But yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, I think they control about 2/3 here, but yeah, that's fine. We can live with that. We just hang out here, but let's see what the price is now. But it's probably, yeah, it's still about 250,000. So that's about comparable. I guess that's what we can expect here.
Proposals from the Seliani Constructed building.
Have there been? Okay, so let's just pay up here because this is ultimately not that much money. As you can see, I've got quite some nice income here. And I think that, yeah, I don't think I can actually deploy myself here. I think it has to be in my territory, unless you're at war, then it doesn't matter because, well, you're at war. So here's the other reactor. Yeah, no, there's not enough space. Yet I tried to build it anyway. Wait, why is... Okay, never mind. Here we go, that was built here. Forgot about that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't just... Wait a second. Oh, here you are.
Constructed building.
Here we go. And here we go. Indeed.
Constructed building.
Yeah, we're gonna maybe finish construction here for the time being, but you can see like 10% there, and our income is increasing quite nicely, even though we're spending money quite liberally here.
Constructed building.
There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have so many extractors here, but that's how it should be. The world needs extractors. We're gonna have more exciting planet takeovers in the future. Probably once we meet the Third Empire, maybe we can try to keep our relations with the Seliani peachy. Yeah, so this can't be done because that would upset our allies here, and we don't want that, do we? At least maybe not just now. Turn this off because this is hard on the eyes.
Proposals from your superiors.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, so your own factions, they do buy your stuff occasionally. Basically like from back home. it's basically like the occasional reward
Constructed building.
for the storing. So even if everybody's hostile to you on a given map, then you're still gonna get
Constructed
something out of the deal here. Okay, so we're done here. So let's see, how many of these do we actually have? 53. We're gonna build just a bunch more of the mercury extractors, even though I think that's not quite as viable, and we're gonna build a couple more of you here as well. Oh yeah, we were still building I thought we were building the power plant here, so never mind. Might also need another power plant here in the near future.
Constructed building.
Here we go.
Proposals from the Seliani. Constructed building.
Yeah, so they continue to blackmail us occasionally, but it's fine. We've got so much money now, we can afford all of that. We're gonna buy them out in the near future. What is happening here? What kind of convention are you having there? I don't know. Doesn't matter too much. And yes, you can see we're filthy rich. Yeah, okay, so we really need another power generator here, so let's maybe get, let's get like 2 of these.
Constructed building.
You see some of our building are now out of power. I thought I bought all of that, maybe not. Never mind.
Constructed building.
Yep, you guys just keep extracting. There we go. Now we barely have enough power. Here we are. And we could maybe increase our defense value a little bit here, just in case we get attacked later. I don't think it matters that much right now, but who knows. Let's build like 5 of these. You can also build walls, but why build walls if you can?
Constructed building.
There we go, defensive turret here. Why build walls if you can just build resource extractors? Okay, so money's increasing quite nicely now.
Constructed building.
Because we built this outrageous amount of...
Constructed building.
So one of them here. This outrageous amount of extractors here. And now the triple extractors barely matter because I've got so many. But they're still good for the beginning, because that still means that you can at least rely on your initial income being a little bit higher than it would be otherwise. Okay, then let's just check the market here. It's actually, the value is lowered a little bit, that's good. So we have almost 70,000 cats here, so we're not quite a quarter there, but we'll be there in the near future. Let's see how many of these extractors we actually have now. And then let's see. So we now have almost 60 of these and 20 of these. That's actually quite a lot. So the question is, do we want to build more of those? I'm not sure how quickly another round of these is going to pay off. Then again, our income is quite high. So I think we might just build another 3 of these and 1 more power plant. And another 3 of these here as well, yeah.
Constructed building.
There we go.
Constructed building.
Power plant, sure. Maybe we also want another warehouse, because we're gonna need warehouses later when we actually want to store stuff here when we're off planet.
Constructed building.
Do another one here.
Proposals from the Seliani Empire.
Yeah, so they're just blackmailing us here. A little more, but that, yeah, whatever. Guys, I can afford that. So you can see I already have more money than I had before I made another build decision.
Constructed building.
So there's that. And you know what? I'm just gonna deploy you here so I can build some more.
Constructed building.
Here we go. Some more structures here. Because I can always build another construction vehicle. It's really not that expensive. Okay, we are not quite halfway there, but you can see our income is quite decent now. Let's check the price here again. Yeah, it's around 250, almost exactly 250,000 monetary units, or units monetaire. Maybe they're using the French abbreviation there. And we can also do a little bit of a comparison here. So I think we still need, yeah, we need intelligence headquarters for comparison to everybody else. We can only check ourselves out here. So we occupy about a third of the land. Not a lot of units, a lot of buildings. This is our forces, our defense. So this is just a value you get for your units and base defenses. That's just kind of added up. And once that's once it reaches a certain point, I think the AI is more likely to offer you a piece. But it could also be that it's a bit random or a little bit scripted depending on the scenario. But there's like some ways how the AI can gauge how good of an idea it would be to come after you. The sum actually increased, but that's fine. You can live with that. So if you want to declare war, you can just aim at an enemy unit. We're not going to do that because at this point here would be an unwise decision. What I am going to do is, because we've got a bit of money to spare, I'm just going to build a assault infantry factory. We're going to build a light vehicle factory, and we're going to build a dock here just so we have those. We don't really specifically need those structures. About halfway there. We're buying this planet here. Where did we? Okay, that was here. That's fine. We're gonna leave an opening here.
From the Seliani Empire.
Okay, yeah, let's go with that. I don't really care, you guys. There we go. Now we can build ships here. And light vehicle factory, sure, here. And let's just wait for the money to roll in. Let's just check a bit of commercial information here again. You can see here, this is the purchase price. This is the sales price, so it's higher for the gas, so we're going to go with that. And the other resources are even better. And with the best one being, I think, as microchips. We'll see about that. And yeah, we're using most of it for domestic income because we want to make sure that we can actually afford this planet here in a reasonable time frame. If we store all of that, then, or go to 50-50, that's like the default. This will take a lot longer, even though we still, maybe we should build a couple more warehouses, because we're still filling this up just because we have this ridiculous amount of extractors. Okay, let's build a bit more here. Now I'm getting addicted here. Just a little bit more. There we go, another power plant here. Another one there. And did we... no. There we go, another one. Nope, that's too far into enemy territory. And here we go, this fits quite nicely. So was that it? I think it was. Nope, there's one more warehouse. Yeah, we can pay them up easily here. This is barely a significant sum. And soon we're just gonna buy them out. So nobody has claimed this territory here, if you wanna call it that. We could do that, we could just send like a boat over there. Because why not? I'm not sure that actually makes... I'm not sure whether that makes the planet cheaper if they like see that we're more powerful. I'm not sure about that. I don't think it matters too much. But you just come over here, claim this, well, kind of muddy acidic water this is on this volcano planet, and don't get eaten by these sea monsters here. Try to avoid that, please. So this now becomes our territory. It's a bit odd that you can just do that by driving units like into unclaimed territory. It would be, I think, a bit more reasonable if you had to build something there, kind of stake your claim, but yeah. This also means that if you come to a planet with a lot of forces, you can quite swiftly claim large swaths of land, provided that the enemy hasn't already done that. Let's destroy some rocks here. You can claim this bit of land here as well. Yeah, just come over here. Can you get a little bit closer? Doesn't look like it, does it? That's fine though. We can actually reach them, I just noticed. We just have to blast through these rocks here, but yeah. Who cares about that? So we're getting close to being able to afford this planet here. And let's see. No, the price is increasing slightly, but look at this. They're actually offering us a somewhat decent amount of money here. So that's not bad. Okay, let's turn off these ghastly colors, which are not very color brand friendly, I have to say. Just hang out here. Yeah, we're almost there. And yeah, they only have their extractors here. They didn't even build structure here, but oh well. I'm not telling them how to live their life. And we've got an absolute ton of money, so if we were producing units, we'd be unlikely to even produce them fast enough to exhaust our resources here. But yeah, maybe we can even afford one of those frigates, which is a very expensive spaceship. It costs 100,000 credits, which at the moment is pretty pricey. But I really want one of those. If you go into a space war with any other of the empires, then we're really going to need that, because your small ships don't compare. They cost about a third of the price, but they're not a third as good. I'm not sure how good they are by comparison, but you can...
Seliani Empire.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Only mild setback. You can compare their stats. Okay, we're almost there. Here you can see the last digits here don't even go through the entire circle of numbers. They just jump up quickly, and there's something satisfying about that. It's like the city builder or RPG just watching the numbers go up thing, which is neat. So they actually have another construction unit here. I guess maybe they should build that just in case. So we do actually have enough money now. Yeah, you can see the other options here aren't an option because we're already in an alliance, so they make no sense. And they actually have a decent amount of money, not as much as we have. But I wonder why. Yeah, I guess they're trading as well. But yeah, they're not gaining income as quickly as I. Much more force. I've got actually more defense because I've got one more tower. But yeah, let's buy all their possessions. There we go.
Have been reached.
So when you do that, you actually get everything. This also includes all their armies. So you might also get stuff that you usually cannot get. You can see here. Well, the credits here, they dipped a little bit when I was building, but then they increased quite rapidly. And now I'm outpacing them quite a bit. Credits here, that was actually no, that was territories. Of course, they had more. And war power, I guess they was just steadily building stuff. So that increased steadily as well.
Prototypes under development for the rank of Colonel.
Good. So we have got another spaceship here. The cargo ship is a spaceship that allows the movement of units and goods from planet to planet, allowing us to conquer new worlds or trade with the rest of the empires. And this one here is the Jolly Roger. The pirate frigate allows us to obtain substantial resources by means that are less honest. It also allows us to reduce the offensive capacity of an empire without the need to enter into war with it. Well, we'll see about those. For now, thanks for watching and see you next time.